Hi guys, here's another video on a classic 1950s US Air Force aircraft, the T33 Shooting Star, I think it was called. This is an Arrows Hobby 50mm ducted fan unit with a 12 blade fan, and tell me it sounds absolutely stunning. It's just like a classic early jet engine, especially on half power. Out the box, it's basically screw the wings on and glue the tailplane in, done in 15 minutes. It's a lovely looking plane. Excellent bit of kit for about £110 it cost. She's had a few flights and a few issues. Centre of gravity is marked there, which seems correct for a straight wing jet, about a third of the wing. But upon its test flight, it was extremely tail heavy and we actually broke it. Had to have a little repair as the nose completely broke off and also broke the tip tanks off. So that was a bit annoying. The landing, it basically came in very fast. I tried to keep the speed up, but she still bit and tip stalled on me like an absolute dog. So fortunately it was only about 4 foot in the air, but still did quite a bit of damage. The battery I use is a 2200 milliamp overlander, as you've probably seen in most of my videos. It did balance spot on, but obviously it's not right. Let's have a look inside. You see my BMFA plate there. The battery, as you can see, was originally there, but of course it flew horribly tail heavy. So I've moved the battery about half an inch forward, and it seems to balance extremely nose heavy, but it does fly great. It's got XT60 Dedean's connector, loads of room in there for anything. You can have a party in there or throw a cat round. As for flying, now it's balanced properly, superb. I've got no expo on this. I think it needs it. Very smooth, very scale, no nasty tendencies. Now it's balanced, and I get about 4 to 5 minutes flight time on that battery. Excellent plane, very easy to hand launch, pretty much flies out your hand with a little bit of headwind. And landing speed, it's still relatively quick for what it is, which is basically a straight wing jet trainer, but it's just holds a slight bit of flare, a little bit of power, and it just sits down in blocks nicely. Not quite walking speed, but very easily controllable. This was my father's. He got it for himself, but gave it to me because he was not pleased how quick it was. So, especially after the crash, I think it put him off. But no, she has been rebuilt, plenty of epoxy, and say a few more flights under her belt. It's a very nice plane. Of all things, it's not the easiest to fly, surprisingly, but it is an ideal first electric ducted fan to learn on. So it's got plenty of power from the little 50mm, same as the Arrows Viper jet, which we once owned, we sold on. That was an excellent flyer. And I've also got the Arrows 50mm Hawk in the Red Arrows colours. I've flown. I've yet to make a video, but that flies even better. That's very crisp, but I shall leave it for another video. So what more can I say about this little beast? She's actually has a massive weak point where we found out the battery. There's so much weight, but it's only actually held on by these cheeks here, not the actual wing. So it is literally just these bits of foam here holding it on. So what I have done is reinforce this with carbon rod when it went back together, and it seems to do the trick. And lots of epoxy. The day glow stripes do actually help, as it has a tendency to disappear at some angles, and being relatively small and quick, I recommend putting those on just to help aid how the thing is. She does have a little cheat hole even, very convenient hand holds to launch, which is, well, it just flies pretty much out your hand with a little chuck. And I'll try and get the fan units. There's a lovely 12 blade fan, almost halfway down the rear of the fuselage, and very easy to get to. There's a little hatch there, any issues, and also there's convenient skis so you don't rip the servo horns off. A remarkably scale for the price. What can I say? Great aeroplane, highly recommend it. I just wish they'd put a proper canopy on it, as in a see-through canopy, but you can't ask for anything. Again, it is cheap, and you can't really notice it in the air. So there we go. Surprisingly strong, as I say, you've crashed it. Got a few crease marks, obviously. But no, highly recommend as a first EDF aircraft to fly. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm going to make another one soon on either the Hawk or a very old Kyosho F16. So if you'd like to see that, leave a comment. And thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. Thank you.